Okay, we drove across that saddle from where we was looking before. That was about 7/10 of a mile. Took us about almost 16 minutes to get over here. Now we're getting ready to do the next climb, and then we'll get another little break, and then the last one will be up on top. I kind of let Jerry get out ahead of me a little bit. I go faster than he does. I tend to catch him. I like to run in second, so I go fast enough so he'll stay in second. And my second is a little bit faster than his low. And this is not scary yet either. It's pretty flat. You know, you don't have to worry about necessarily falling off of it. It's a pretty steep climb. I've got my rear locker locked. It's pretty dry up here, so that makes the trail loose. The view just keeps getting better. Pretty rough ride so far. We've been on this trail 2 hours at least. I don't know exactly when we started. We've been on it at least 2 hours. Makes your ribs hurt after a while from all the bouncing.
And everything attached.
And all that front global area on the women.
Wear your sports bras.
Yeah, you'll give us an elevation mark when we get up on top of here. We're getting enough altitude now. We're starting to be able to see way off to the west. We're not going to be able to see north too far because we've got a big range right on the north side of us. We'll get up here where you can see the last run here in just a little bit. And I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there's a post up on top of Red Cone up on the platform. You can see it from here. Still not too critical yet as far as falling off of it. That's to come. That's going to be where Jerry's at now, that last run. Then it's pretty narrow and steep off each side. Looks like they've made a little bit of a hook around the last climb. It must have got so bad they couldn't climb straight up it. When we climbed it, we went straight up there at the top. They're hooking around to the right now.
That was the part was, where's the trail?
Yeah. Yeah, that's when you're asking, where's the trail? It's really windy. You can probably hear the wind howling.
12,700.
I'm not going to run out of battery or film in my... I don't want to have to do this again just to get film.
Well, hold on. Okay, you're half on your camera.
Half battery, half film?
And film is a lot of weight.
Okay, we're getting that.
So you're just a fourth used.
Okay, now we're on narrow trail. And now you don't spend a whole lot of time looking down. You just kind of pay attention and drive. Very, very windy.
Temperature's 47.
Sunny. It's nice up here. It's just windy. When you get on top there, Jerry, just squirm around, find yourself a spot so you're kind of out of our way, so I don't have to stop. I don't want to run out of film to the top. So he's almost there now. Very cool trail. Totally different than anything else we've done. Very narrow, very steep. Death on either side. Not that there's a I don't feel like there's a chance I'm gonna fall off of it, but boy, if
I
you
pulled
do.
over to the, like I'm headed going down, out of the way.
So we're down to low gear now. Rear locker's locked. Tire rail's getting out. Maybe you can see him in the camera. They're on top. Yeah, they did hook around this. We went right straight up over that last time.
12,800.
There's been enough people climb on this that they've had to move the trail over. Now, as you can see here, total blue sky.
Okay.
Terry's saying okay. I'm going to get to the sign. Now, there's a view. There's the peak sign, 12,801. You hear the wind howling? I'll try to turn and give you a south view. I don't know how well I can do that. It's it's not 100-foot square up here. I can't give you a south view because I got to put my nose over the edge, and I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna guess it's about 100 feet north and south, and 60 east and west. I thought I could. Can I go forward there? Look out. Can I go forward?
Titch.
Huh?
Yeah.
You can see where my front tire's going? She don't want to stick her head out. Now maybe you can see Radical Hill. It's not quite straight in front of me.
Probably enough.
It's a little bit to the right of me. And then down at the bottom down there, you see a trail zigging up from the left. That's Webster.
Yeah, windy up
There's
here.
a saddle right there between the red peaks. That's Webster Pass, actually. And then that's where we're gonna go down. See, we got to run this trail to the right over here, and this is the hard down stuff that everybody worries about. I'll try to get where I can shoot that. Don't know if you can see over my hood.
We're on a rock.
I'm afraid to go much further. Maybe there you can see the saddle in front of us. That's where we're gonna go out at. Now Jerry's he's all lined up here. See, you come up from behind me. You come up here and you got to take a hard right and get yourself lined up to go down. How's my film and battery look?
Okay, you've only used up a fourth. Your battery again is still at half.
Okay, we're good then.
We
Okay,
have to
this is the
follow
start
it.
down. You can see the dust flying off these tires. It is very, very windy here. And we're going to sit here and let him pop out down there on that saddle before we dive off of that. I don't want to try to go down with him in case something happened to go wrong with either one of us. Beautiful country up here. You can see forever. I don't hear him screaming yet. Hell, that wasn't bad, huh?
No, that ain't bad. That's cool.
Okay, we'll get out of the way.
Okay, this is the first downhiller. I'm in low gear, no brake right now. Both lockers on. I think this is better than it was last time. It doesn't have deer as big of moguls. It's just kind of you kind of got to steer with your back end. Your back end just starts sliding whichever direction it leans.
It's just so loose.
Now I'm gonna have to start applying a little brake. See, there's huge moguls here, 2 foot high. And somebody's made them. Somebody's hauled ass down here and then clomped the brakes and got to jumping up and down. Now we're off the brake. Turn 3 grand.
Breathe! Breathe!
Now we kind of get a little break here. You got to climb up, back up on a little hump, and then we'll go down again. The The good part about this is there's no steep turns. Even if something went wrong back there, you just got to be halfway logical about it. Keep your front end ahead of the back end, and you'd come down to that saddle and level out and stop. Now there'll be another drop over here in front of Jerry. Then we got a pretty narrow ridge to run again. And that's where Terry and I stopped last time. The wind wasn't blowing here at all. We stopped and drank a beer. And while we was drinking our beer, the clouds come blowing in from the west. It snowed on us just a little bit, just spit a few flakes. Wouldn't want to be up here if it started snowing heavy. Here starts the next downhiller. This one's got a little curve on it, but this one's not as steep as the other one either. Way off down there to the right in front of us, down that valley, that's where we'll end up, in I-70s right down in there somewhere. Keystone Ski Lodge is down there. See, this one's a little more ziggy, but it's not quite as steep, I guess, or maybe it's the soil. Maybe the soil's just got a little better traction, but it's not all whipped out with moguls like that other one.
We've dropped in elevation, 12,560.
See, we went down, what was we on top? 800. We went down 240 feet in that first run. Now we're just running along a little narrow saddle, and off to the left of us is just sheer cliff, like that red stuff there in front of Jerry to the left. I think right here is where we drank our beer the last time. We could kind of, the wind wasn't blowing, so it wasn't too bad. Kind of stand there and look down over the edge. It's very windy up here today.
Those white posts are.
Now how am I looking for battery and film?
Okay, you used you want white, right?
Yeah, I want.
Got a lot of white, and our battery still is about half.
All right, we're good. Jerry's getting the tourist on me here. He's gawking around. You just can't help but look around up here. It's just the damnedest thing. Now we got to drive up over another little ridge, and then we'll do another downhill down to Webster Pass, down to the Y. Then we'll see whether Jerry wants to do Radical Hill or not. Good thing the left side is not exposed here, because it's just sheer cliff. It'd scare the hell out of you if you're driving right along the left side. Well, I'm going to guess, I can see down in there to Webster Pass in the bottom. I'm going to guess we're 3,000 feet above it. And it's, if you fell off, your vehicle would roll clear to Webster Pass before it stopped. So you'd fall about 3,000 feet. It'd all be over with pretty quick. Now we're getting ready to do our last downhill. That's Radical Hill straight ahead of us over on that other ridge. And off to the left you can see the Webster Pass trail. We're going to go down there and intersect it.
This is really steep.
Yeah, this is kind of steep right here too.
Yes, it is. I remember this.
We're low gear again. This is the last drop.